this for YouTube because they always get left out. So let me go ahead and do this because they always get left out. Let me turn this down, y'all. Sorry. Hold on just a second. Get myself together. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So now we're good. I just heard my door open. Of course. Let me give me 1 second, y'all. Let me go double check that. Yeah. I'm in a meeting, Josiah. I'm in a meeting, okay? Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully nobody came in. Anyway, all right. So what we're gonna do is, how's my son? So what I'm gonna do today, guys, I'm just gonna share with you guys a quick, trying to get some breath, a quick recap of this year and a little bit about like what we accomplished, our plans for going forward. We're also going to be talking about our 2024 January fast. And I'll be sending all this out via email as well. So let me just catch my breath. Just running around the house trying to figure out who opened my door. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm in the right place here. All right. So what we're going to start with is just a little bit of recap. We have had, first of all, hello, everyone. We've had an amazing year in the Blooming Process community, more than I could have expected. I'm grateful for all that God has done. I'm grateful for all of you that I've met you. If I've met you during our time at Blooming Process, I'm so glad to have met all the ladies that have come through our organization, whether you came one time or whether you came to all of the events. I'm so thankful for our Blooming Process leaders, both Trina and Juanita. So what are we talking about today? Today, we're going to be talking about a recap on what has happened this year and what our plans are going forward. So this past year, we were so blessed to have had 3 events, actually 4 events. So my goal is to have at least 4 community events, but we did not have we did not have an April event and we didn't have a July event, but we ended up still having 4 events. So we had came together in January. We had about, I want to say 23 to 30 women there, but it was like 40 to 50 people registered for that event. And that was a paid event. So I was like very happy to have that turnout. Then we had, that was an amazing event. And I try to put up pictures, but I'm going to have to like put them in like photos and categories. Our next event wasn't until August due to some personal things that I was going through and I needed to finish. I was, finishing my degree program and different things like that. So that did not happen until August. So our next August program happened, and I believe we had, it was like 20 women at that event, maybe 15 to 20 women at that event. And that was in, I want to say, Richardson. We met some new ladies some of the ladies, some of you guys that kind of like listen in but never had come to an event. That was one of your first events. So we was happy to see you guys there. And then we had our first ever we had an October event. Our October event was called Graceful Alignment. That was in our old stomping grounds at La Madeleine. And we had a small group there, and I already knew it was going to be small. But it was probably, let's see, I can literally count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 to 8 ladies at that event. That was it. And I knew it was going to be small. So we had to me, it felt like, the ground base, like the base. A lot of the ladies that were a part of like our base crew came to that event. And then we had our first ever Friendsgiving. And that was cool because that was an event that we did not plan that much for. And Trina opened up her house for us to come. And it was probably one of my favorite events of the 2023 year is our Friendsgiving. Our Friendsgiving was definitely, to me, it was like we kind of hit a lull in the year. And then the October event was kind of like God saying, refuel, refocus. And our Friendsgiving was, for me, it was like, let's shift into gear and keep on going because we have a work to do. And so that was our Friendsgiving. Then we launched our book club, our Blooming in Process book club, led by Miss Trina. She will be leading our book club, and we had our first ever Zoom book club meeting, which highlighted our other Blooming in Process leader, Juanita's book, Steadfast. And we had a new lady join us for that. She was a part of our email list that, again, has been following us but never have engaged. And that was her first time engaging. And during that event, she ended up joining our members only page. We love to see people join our members only page because, again, that's what we try to connect on a deeper level. So that was great. So that was in December. We did that. And so now I'm doing a 2023 recap because I believe 2024 to be a year for our community like we've never seen. And the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of things on my plate that are not on my plate anymore. And my focus is the community. My focus is on you ladies. I no longer have the weight of a degree program on my back and trying to finish it. I don't have that anymore. I have the community. And because I have this community and God leading me, I could put all my energy into this community. And when I do that, I don't know if y'all seen me in the past or how long y'all been following me, but when I'm like focused on something and following the Lord, that part, amazing things happen. Amazing things happen. So 2024 is going to be a year of amazing growth. I thought it was going to happen in 2023, but I had too much on my plate. Now I know it's going to happen in 2024. I know. And so I'm excited because we have some upcoming events happening in the community that you guys should be aware of. The first one is our candle making class. Our candle making class is happening this month. Before I get to our community event that's happening in January, I want to remind you guys that we are fasting every month. We're still on our fast every month plan. So our fast for January starts on the 1st and goes to the 3rd of January. And the theme of this fast is called Ignite Your Faith. The theme is called Ignite Your Faith. And the scripture that we are going to be coming out of is Hebrews 10 and 23. And the book that we will be studying for the month of January, the Bible book, because we try to study at least one book of the Bible every single month, is the book of Hebrews. Since our theme is Ignite Your Faith, we might as well study the book of Hebrews, which is the book of faith. Okay. And the book club that we're also in a book club. So we have a book the Bible book that we're reading, and we have a book that we're also reading alongside our Bible, which is a part of our book club program. And the book that we're currently reading is called The Garden Within. The Garden Within, okay, by Dr. Anita Phillips. And I want you guys to read as much of this book as you can by January 14th, which is our next book club meeting. Our next book club meeting is January 14th. Write that down. It's going to be, I believe, in the afternoon at around like 4 or 5 o'clock. And let me just make sure I get my dates right, because I'm like, I feel like I cannot afford to not get these dates right. Okay, so January 14th is our next book club meeting. I will be sending again all of this information out via email. So if you're not a part of our email list, go to bloomingandprocess.com and sign up for our email list. You want to be a part of our email list this year. Why? Because I have re-engaged my marketing team and we are going to be growing. So I want to share some numbers with you guys before I end. I'm being like completely transparent about where we are today, where we're going. I want to share like all the numbers, all the background, because I'm telling you, this is a year we're about to take off. Y'all ready? I'm ready. I know the Lord is ready. So again, January fast starts tomorrow, the 1st. We'll be fasting from the moment you wake up, so 7 a.m. at the very earliest to 3 p.m. We are only drinking water even after 3 p.m. and we're asking that you stay away from fast foods and sweets, okay, for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And then between 7 and 3, you are not to eat or drink, or you're not to eat anything. You can only drink water during that time, okay? Between 7 and 3, only water, eat after 3, but no fried foods and no sweets, okay? And when I say sweets, I mean sugar. You can have fruit, but no sugar. And then our scripture is Hebrews 10 and 23, which says, "Let us hold unswervingly to the hope that we profess, for he who promised is faithful." The theme of January's fast and the theme of the month is Ignite Your Faith. The book that we will be studying is the book of Hebrews. The book that we are reading is The Garden Within by Dr. Anita Phillips. You can get it anywhere books are sold and on Amazon. The community event that we're having is on January 20th, starting tomorrow, actually starting at this very moment, the moment that you listen to this, which is December 31st, up until the next 7 days, you can get $20 off your ticket. I've already put it out there. There's no code that you need. I just reduced its ticket price by $20 for the next 7 days. So get it while you can, because unfortunately for this particular event, every event I try to give away tickets, but unfortunately due to the high cost of this event, y'all, this is not going to be just we throw together some things to make candles. No, we're actually going to a venue and there will be people there teaching us how to make candles the right way. And we will be having food. We're going to be talking about our faith. There's going to be a whole candle making experience. So due to the high cost of this particular event, we cannot give away tickets. So take advantage of this discount while you can, so that you don't miss out on this memory that we're going to be creating within our community. Yes, pictures will be taken, so don't forget that either. We have other upcoming events that we're going to be doing. This month we're going to be doing a candle making class. We're going to be having our first ever Blooming and Process retreat in this spring of 2024. And then we're going to be having our annual Blooming and Process conference in October of this year. Now, I have been praying about the conference because last year we didn't really have a conference because I just wasn't led to do it. And I was just getting to a moment of feeling like we're about to refuel and refocus. Like it was called March, like our August event was called Marching Orders, and our October event, it was called Graceful Alignment. And the way both of those events came together, I was like, okay, I see God. I see the Lord. At the time, I was just kind of like, I follow God literally as he tells me. I don't always see the way. I don't always see the plan. I'm just following him, right? And so, but now when I look back, hindsight's 2020, I look back and I think to myself, like, okay, so marching orders and Grace for Alignment was all about refueling and refocus, because by the time we got to that Friendsgiving event, I felt it. I felt the shift that just happened. So I see now next year will actually be a conference, but it's not going to be like your average women's conference. I try to follow the script of what works and what I see, the template is that most women's organizations do. But I think God wants us to do something a little different and just be okay with being different for our particular community. And so our the while it's still going to be like conference like, it's the topics are not going to be the same. So everything is biblical based, but it is not going to be like your average women's conference. And I love that because I love being different. So I can't wait to share with you guys more about that. I feel the theme coming along as he tells me. And so I'll be sharing with you guys about our Luminous Process Conference, our BIP retreat, and our obviously I just shared our candle making class. So as I end, I just want to share with you guys some numbers. First, I want to share about like where we are, like, so everything. I just want to be transparent. Like I said, as we move forward, I just want to be completely transparent where we are. So right now, this past year, we don't make really money off of our events. Our community events this year was free. Outside the January event, every other event was pretty much free. And I think we charged like $3 for our community events, only because there is like some very weird behavior out there where people register like 10 people for an event and they don't show up. So we had to start charging something because of that. So we charge $3 for our community events now, but we don't make any money off of it. Most of the money is funded by, donations or myself or sponsors that follow our organization. Most of the time, it's not fun. We don't make any money. So there's nothing really to report on financially. I'm hoping that will be different next year, that we can report that we raised funds somehow, got sponsors somehow, from corporate sponsors somehow. I don't know. Again, I'm following the Lord. In terms of our membership numbers, right now, we're sitting at around 2,000 people on our email list, Luminous Process email list. We have 7,200 people that's connected to our Facebook page. And like I said, I want to say about 1,000 of those people are original Luminous Process members. The rest of that 6,200 was another page I had, which was my Olivia Sophia stationery page that I didn't want to just let sit. I knew all of those people were really, connected to me, and I had them for years and years and years. So I just merged the two pages, and that's how we got to 7,200, just in case you guys wanted to know. I owned a company called Olivia Sophia Stationery back in 2016 and did a lot of marketing on that. And so tons of money went into that page. I just didn't want to throw it away. All those people are still connected to me. And so I merged those people with the 1,000 Luminous Process Facebook members that I had. And that's how we got to 7,200. They're not all only Luminous Process members. We have 626 people from our Instagram page. They're all that we started at 0 on that page. So those are legit Luminous Process members from that page. And this doesn't include people that I'm personally connected to on my Instagram and my TikTok. Our YouTube page, I think we're up to like 62 subscribers on our YouTube page. I don't engage my YouTube page that much, but that's going to change this year. I'm going to engage with our Luminous Process YouTube page more this year. We have Our members only page is the one that I really, really love to report on because to me, that's the one that says, like, hey, not only do I want to be a part, but I want to be closer. So let me tell you guys, I think it's 130. Um, Let me see. I think it's okay, oh wow, we're at 141. That means we have quite a few new members. So our Bloom in Process members only page. So yay for that. I just looked, I didn't even know the number went up, but we're at 141 people on our members only page, which is awesome because that's the page where I know that people are going to engage and they want to be a part. Okay. So those are our numbers right now. Obviously, I'm reporting because I truly believe those numbers are going to change and I am tracking them. Trust me, I'm tracking them. Like I said, I've re-engaged our marketing team. And I, wanted the holiday season to go by. I actually wanted to re-engage them before now, but I re-engaged the marketing team to get the word out that we're here and that if somebody is looking for a Christian faith-based women's community in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we are it. Okay. Obviously, there's many different other places you can go, but if you want to try our community, we would love to have you. Um, Other than that, I just wanted to log on to give you guys that recap and that update. I'm gonna send out an email with the information about everything I talked about. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or you need me in any way, feel free to reach out to me via my email list is the best way. We also have a Blooming in Process Gmail. It's called Blooming in Process at Gmail. You can also reach me at Blooming in Process at Gmail or respond to any of the emails that I have. So other than that, ladies, I want to thank you for walking with me through the last 2 years. 2021 is when we launched. 2022, we grew. 2023, we made it. 2024, we're taking off. I feel like I've said that every year, but this is the year that I truly believe it because again, all I'm focused on is you. All I'm focused on is what God wants to do through this ministry and you. Okay? So if you would go with me on this journey and find your place, because I can't do it alone. So I'm so thankful for our community leaders. I can't do this alone. But what I see and what he keeps on showing me is so much bigger than me. It's all about you. And I always it brings tears to my eyes when I think about this community because I see the love of God through this community because of what he took me through to birth this and almost the do it, do it, do it, even when I didn't want to do it. Even when I was like, there's too many people out there already have something. Why do I have to do something? It was like he said, do it, do it, do it. And I said, okay. When I surrendered, I said, okay, I'm doing this, God. And the amount of funds, the 5-figure funds it took to birth this community, I'm doing this, the Lord, because of your love for these women. I'm surrendering because of your love for these women. And every time I speak about this community, I'm going to remind the women how much you love them by pushing me to do this for them, providing this space for them. This community is a representation of the love of God for you. For those that have said, I feel alone. For those that have felt like they had nobody in their corner. For those that felt like they needed some sisters to pray with them. For those that felt like there was no community that they fit in. For those that felt like there was no safe place for them to be themselves. The love of God is here through this place. We are a bucket outside the church, catching people, helping people, letting them know you have a space. Okay, that you do not have to be alone and wander the world trying to figure it out on your own. God is saying, I provided you a space just for you. Whew, and it brings tears to my eyes every time because I know what God took me through to birth this just for you, just for you. All right, y'all. Before I get emotional, I'm gonna sign off. I love you guys. Happy New Year. Whenever you see this, will probably be in the new year. Happy New Year and God bless. Goodbye. How you turn the Zoom thing off? Let me turn the Zoom off.